Hey, what's going on? YouTube, it's your boy B Berg. Just checking with you, man. Just getting with you, man. It's pretty cold right now. Um, as you can probably see, just a little bit. It's kind of cold. Um, like 42 degrees. And I'm in Houston. It's not as free. It's not as cold as a few weeks ago, but it's still cold. But yeah, man, let me go on and get with you, man. I really know. Shout out to Miss Sister Radical. Actually, I was on her live feed this morning. Actually, we were chopping up with the family. Discussion was kind of on the Yvette Cornell. But it was a positive debate. People was asking, was she, she's talking about the collective. I think they probably read or understand what I was talking about with the collective. What I mean as a collective, I don't think she was talking about trying to be part of society. But I think she was trying to be, when she was talking about collective, I think she was just talking about being the collective as a people to get some of that power to serve us as a group of people. Then maybe do business with people like that. But it's like I said, she's more of an economist. She teaches a lot of stuff, but she's more of an economist. She's not like a historian and so far and so far. But yeah, but like I said, it was a good debate. We were talking about a bunch of stuff, radiations, dead oceans. I never knew. I mean, I was somewhat of aware of, um, well, what can I say? I was very aware of, um, the radiation and the poisons that's in the ocean, plus the overfishing and poaching of a lot of the sea animals and oceanic mammals that today, like seals, whales, dolphins, and so forth. And we had it's a good chopped up game. But I want to talk about, because I know right now everybody's talking about why these current events are happening, and I'm telling people, man, Earth, Earth, kind of already have these huge mass extinction level events. Like I said, they already went through it five times. So if you think about it, they said that the Earth is due for another one. And right now, the Earth, they were talking about. I think I mentioned in the feed. I said, well, you have a lot of these natural disasters occurring, events occurring, because the Earth rotation is slowed down. It's not going the normal speed of rotation of a cycle. And I tell they kind of been doing studies about it. A lot of scientists and geologists. Um, if I murder that name, sorry. But a lot of scientists were doing studies about it, and so far and so far. But the thing about it is that it's got a 5-year cycle. It's like a 5-year cycle that lasts. The slowing down speed slowed down for 5 years, but it happens like every 30 something years. So I estimate like every 30 years the Earth will gradually just start slowing down, and when the slowing down occurs for 5 years. They said during the period when these periods occur, that's when you will see a uptick, a lot of earthquakes, a lot of super category storms like what we saw last year. And they saying that the Earth is actually we're due for the same type of events this year. And it's very positive when you're thinking about what's going on. I mean, look at the flu. Look at the flu season. Look how warped this flu became. This flu already killed in several thousands of people. For children, it already killed like 60-something kids. Um, it's not an epidemic yet because it ain't crossed the threshold. I think to become an epidemic, you got to kill over at least 10,000 people, and 10,000 plus people have to probably die, and several millions, like I think maybe 8 to 9, maybe 10 million have to be hospitalized. But right now they're already on record to reach that. So this is only February. January we had one of the most coldest winter spells ever recorded in this country's records of historic records of winters. I mean, hell, there were certain places in the United States, it was damn near colder than Mars and colder than damn near Pluto. They said you had certain degrees drop to like 100 degree negative. So places that never ever experienced this shit before. Houston experienced damn near 20-degree weather for an entire week. It was so cold in Houston, they shut the entire city down. They literally shut the entire city down for a couple days. So it's when you look at it, I think the magnitude of it could be very, very devastating, but also, the Earth is heading for another mass extinction, and that's a true fact. I mean, it's already been stated. The science community, the historian community, the anthropologist community, the archaeologist community, they all stated that the Earth is actually heading for another mass extinction level event. A lot of people, like I said, is global warming and everything. Global warming was actually the same symptom of global warming actually happened in the Ice Age. Alright? So you have to understand what's the gravitude of what might happen, what might happen in another couple hundred years, or hell, might even happen within 100 years. You know what I'm saying? So they already let it know that this is going to be the new norm. I mean, you're going to have mega supersized high category storms like hurricane level 4, level 5, maybe level 3. But you're going to have a lot of different things going on. And I mean, I think as a people, we needed to definitely get more in tune with our nature side than anything else, because this world of man that we currently live in might end, and we're gonna be back into nature. So, I think Miss Radical, I think I'm with her. I think black people need to get back into nature, farming, growing their own food. I think that'll better. It'll be a better deal for us. It'd be a more healthy choice for us. It definitely will be good for our mental status as well. Physically, it would definitely do some good for us because we're out there in the open air. It's a lot of things that could be beneficial. The one thing that my grandfather said: nature would never abandon you. Nature would never kill you. Nature will basically provide everything that you need. Nature will provide. There's not one thing nature would not give you to survive on. That's what my dad said. So, but yeah, man, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. I'm going to probably leave the link. It's on Forbes, I think Forbes.com. They talk about the rotation of the Earth, because they said that the magnitude of the earthquake could go up to over 7.0 on the Richter scale. Like I told a lot of people, man, I mean, I think last month Mexico had like 2 earthquakes. You had an earthquake in Delaware. Jersey, PA felt it. There's a lot of things. Oklahoma had earthquakes. It's not really more of it's more man-made, but it's it's kind of getting serious now. The stuff that man been doing for years to the world, to the nature, to the earth is finally coming to light. Some of these things are now it's starting to happen in rapid form. And as my dad said, and I think a lot of people, scientists, would say, man versus nature, nature was always will win. Nature will always win. Nature never lost, ever, ever. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're thinking you're smarter than nature, then you have another thing coming. You got another thing coming. But yeah, man, I'll probably bless you guys with another video. I'll probably start the fun fact. Probably a little bit later tonight. But yeah, I just really want to get into this about the Earth rotation. And I think 2018 could be a very, very, very biblical and very monstrous year for pretty much for mankind. Like I said, buckle your seat and get ready for this ride, man. Because, like I said, we can't get off this spaceship Earth. All right, one.